Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for the Walking Dead universe and another Let's Chit Chat video for this week. We're going to go through the Walking Dead universe in 2024 and the expected release dates and predictions. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video today. This one's going to be doing another video for the Walking Dead universe and another Let's Chit Chat video for this week. We're going to go through a whole bunch of Walking Dead stuff. We're going to do some updates for the channel for some of the content you can expect coming up in the remainder of 2023, also leading into 2024 a little bit. But yeah, definitely wanted to do this one because I think it's definitely an important one to do. I've had, of course, a lot of new viewers join the channel from, of course, the time that Daryl Dixon first started with Season 1 all the way until Fear the Walking Dead ended. There's definitely been a lot more of you guys. So thank you all for everybody that joined the channel from, of course, the Daryl Dixon beginning to the end of Fear the Walking Dead. There's a lot of new people on the channel, and I am very, very grateful for that. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. So in this video, we're basically going to explain a little bit of what we're going to be doing during the break, of course, for the Walking Dead universe and some of the content that, of course, you Walking Dead fans can expect, and just anybody that's really watching the channel in general. You know, it doesn't even have to just be Walking Dead. So yeah, this video, we're going to talk about some predictions for some of the shows in 2024, some of the expected release dates that we may have, and then we'll get into some channel updates afterwards. So Walking Dead universe next year is going to be a very big deal. I'm very excited for 2024 for that simple reason. Walking Dead universe is definitely far from over. You know, I mean, we definitely at least have a few more years of this franchise at least, and I'm very grateful for that because I think these three shows coming up next year are all about to be absolutely awesome. So this is our lineup for this year in terms of what we know is coming up for 2024. February 25th is going to be the launching point. That is going to be The Ones Who Live, which is going to go from February 25th to March 31st, as long as they air all 6 episodes week to week. That's how far it'll go. February 25th to March 31st, right? So the very end of March. So that'll cover us until about April's time. Now, anything after that, we have no idea. They haven't confirmed any release dates for anything after that. The next thing we know is coming is Daryl Dixon Season 2, which if I had to predict, and this is at least what I'm thinking, is that it'll be from April 7th all the way till, I think it's like May 10th or like, you know, something like that. Because we know that Daryl Dixon Season 2 is going to be 6 episodes. So, you know, again, it's very hard to pinpoint exactly, but if I had to predict and if I had to guess, I feel like Daryl Dixon Season 2 will be immediately the week after The Ones Who Live ends, if I had to predict. Not to mention, we know that Norman Reedus was on set for the Season 1 finale of The Ones Who Live, because he took a photo with Andrew Lincoln and he was hanging out there for a good bit. So, my guess, at least, is that Daryl will arrive in the Season 1 finale of The Ones Who Live, and then this will spill into Season 2 of Daryl Dixon, and by the end of Season 2 of the Daryl Dixon show, we will get some kind of setup for his reunion with Rick. That is what I'm thinking, at least. I know that sounds kind of out there. I know that sounds a little far-fetched, but that's what I'm starting to think. I do think that we will, if not see it next year, we will get close to the reunion between Rick and Daryl. It is time. It's definitely time to get to that point. You know, there's not really any point of delaying it another few more years. I mean, both actors are hugely just active in the franchise right now, so I don't see any reason why you wouldn't do that, so that's what I'm thinking at least. But just to say, I think Ones Who Live will go until the end of March, obviously, because we know that. That's been confirmed for February 25th. Then we'll get Daryl Dixon Season 2 from early April to like midways through May. Now, from May onward to, you know, the fall time, that's a bit of a more tricky situation. I could see a scenario where the Walking Dead universe does take a bit of a break after Daryl Season 2. Obviously, we'll still get Comic-Con, we'll still get San Diego Comic-Con in July, which means by that point we'll have a whole bunch of other stuff going on. And if I had to predict San Diego Comic-Con for next year, this is kind of what I'm thinking, is that it'll be a very major Dead City panel. That's what I'm thinking. That, and then maybe if they have anything else to promote, maybe this More Tales series that they've been talking about, you know, maybe there'll be something about that. Now, my big prediction for the fall of next year is Dead City Season 2, as long as they get the filming done in time, because we know that they're starting to film Dead City Season 2 very soon. They've had plans to do it. Obviously, they would have that whole first half of the year to just, you know, breeze through it. So I definitely see a scenario where Dead City Season 2 comes out next fall. I do see it. And I'm thinking it's going to be probably like midways, early through, October, right? Now, if there's any other Walking Dead content around that time, we either just don't know about it yet, or, it'll be announced, soon. But I'm assuming that Walking Dead, after around Mayish time, it'll be a little bit on the down low, and then in the fall, Dead City will come back with something. Now, the only other thing in terms of predictions is this More Tales series, which, from what I've heard, it's a webisode series. I don't know if this is going to be happening next year. And even if it is, I feel like this webisode series will probably be something that just airs like maybe in like a September type of, range. Maybe that's what they'll go for. I don't know. I haven't heard any information on this spinoff. I haven't heard anything else like that. And then Tales of the Walking Dead, from what I've heard, is just, is just dropped. Like that's just done. So yeah, now in terms of anything else, are we getting Fear spinoffs? Are we getting anything like that? Right now, as I'm making this video, there is no confirmation of a Fear spinoff, which I'm very grateful for. I'm not going to lie, because I think this franchise needs something that's not Fear, to be honest. I think we need Ones Who Live. We need Daryl Dixon. We need, Dead City. These are shows that I guarantee you are going to be a hit next year, especially Dead City and Daryl. We already have proof of that. I mean, honestly, those shows are some darn good. I'll tell you that right now. So I have no doubt in my mind that next year for Walking Dead universe is going to be a lot more smooth, smooth sailing, a lot more, just normal than we had this year. Because this year for Walking Dead universe, I still consider this a good year for Walking Dead, because we had Daryl Dixon and we had Dead City, but it definitely wasn't a great year because we also had Fear and we had, a whole bunch of other stuff, Walking Dead Destinies, Clementine comic, so it was still a bit of a mixed bag. It's more good than bad this year, I'd say, because Dead City and Daryl were like really great, but still, there were definitely some issues, for sure. So that's kind of my predictions for the Walking Dead universe for next year. I'd love to hear your predictions down below on how you think this whole thing is going to go down, but that's at least relatively where I'm at right now. So, yeah. Now, let's get into some of the content that you can expect coming up on the channel. Now, in terms of this next week, and in terms of the videos for, the next week coming up, we're going to be doing some Fear videos on the top 10 worst episodes, the top 10 worst characters. We're definitely going to get that done. And then one of the big final videos I want to do for Fear the Walking Dead when we actually close this thing out. Because pretty soon, guys, and I will let you guys know, all Fear fans, Fear videos are definitely going to start going away soon. In another week's worth of, of time, Fear videos will definitely be done, for sure, and that's the thing. It kind of has to be, the show is over. It's kind of it. We got to start moving on to Daryl Dixon. We got to move on to Dead City. We got to move on to, Ones Who Live in particular. So next week, I do have about 3 more videos for Fear that I have planned, and then after that, we will probably close out Fear. You know what I mean? Like that, I think at that point, we'll be good. And then after that, I want to really shift the focus into Ones Who Live. I want to really shift the focus into Daryl Dixon. I do have a major Daryl Dixon video that I do have planned for this week. So that is another thing I want to do. There is a Season 2 video for Daryl Dixon I want to get done. So that'll be another thing I do this week. And then in terms of Ones Who Live, I actually have a few discussion topics I want to get to this week. Again, I'm not going to delve into them all because this is a Let's Chit Chat video. This is where I promote some of the upcoming content. But, I do have a few other Ones Who Live videos that I do want to get done. And hopefully very soon you'll see a video show up in your inbox about Dead City Season 2 being, starting production, right? I hope I can make a video on that soon because, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to confirm that to all you guys. But yeah, that'll be that. And then in terms of some of the other content you can also expect on the channel, now that we're getting closer to the holiday seasons, I am going to start doing my movie reviews that I used to do last year more on the weekly basis. So I am going to start doing some votes. You guys can vote on, the movie you want me to review, and you can leave me some suggestions and stuff. And then what I'll do is I'll make polls, and I will, of course, pick the one that's the most requested, the most voted for, and we'll do movie reviews as well, too. Because I want to still review something while we're on the break, and obviously Ones Who Live is, a few months away. And I know the movie reviews was something that you guys really enjoyed last year, so I definitely want to bring those back, especially for the holiday season. I think it'd be a really nice kind of thing for the channel. And, a lot of the big stuff is done. Gen V's done, and now Fear's done, and stuff like that. Gen V was something we reviewed this year as well too, and that's actually another thing I want to do more videos as well for is The Boys. The Boys franchise for the next few weeks. I'd actually like to do some discussion topics on that. So if anybody is down to see some stuff like that, maybe like some like Homelander predictions or like some cool stuff like that, I definitely got a few things I could do for that show as well, because that show is going to be happening next year as well. So that'll be really good. And then we are still doing the character top 5 best moment videos. I've just been so busy over the last few weeks with all the other content that admittedly I haven't gotten my chance to actually get around to it. But next week we'll finish that off, of course. And what I usually do, for anybody that doesn't know, is that every year we do a different series. Every year we do a different series on the channel. This year was the top 5 best character moments from TV shows and entertainment and all that stuff. Next year we're going to have a new series on Saturdays that we do that you guys can do, votes for and stuff like that. I've talked to a few of my mods about it. I've talked to a few people about it, and they know about it. They think it's a really good idea. But we do have a new character series and a new, Saturday series coming up next year for all y'all that follow those. That will be something that we have next year, and that'll be revealed at the end of this year once the top 5 character moment, videos are done. I'll announce the next series for 2024, which I think this one by far is the most different. It's definitely the most unique one we've done, so I'm very interested in seeing what you guys think about it. Again, I've, talked to some of my mods about it. They seem like, it's a really good idea, so we're going to do it next year, but it's going to be awesome. Can't wait. So, that's about that. And then finally, I guess the last thing I should say is that Let's Chit Chat videos are definitely going to be coming back hardcore, because I couldn't really do them properly when Fear and Daryl and all that stuff were airing. But now that I got more free Sundays, I'm going to be moving these Let's Chit Chat videos to the Sunday slot. And then, I'll be just doing those on Sundays, because usually on Sundays I review the Walking Dead universe. But now that, that's done for a little bit, these Let's Chit Chat videos will move to the, to the Sundays, right? And I guess for anybody that doesn't know, well, you're kind of getting an idea now. Let's Chit Chat videos are basically just channel updates. They're basically just like videos where it's very raw, as I'm sure you can tell. Like, there's not much editing. There's not much of nothing, you know what I mean? Like, it's very just like me sitting here talking. That's about it, you know what I mean? And I do that because it's kind of a fun, chill video, you know what I mean? Because if you don't do videos like this, it's kind of just like, okay, well, like, what's the point? You're just watching, like, yeah, you can watch fully edited videos on the channel, but for those that want to actually just chill with me, talk about stuff, that's kind of what these videos are like. They're supposed to be just a little bit more intimate than your normal videos, so, that's why I do them, and I know people enjoy them, so, for anybody that, is new to the channel, yeah, the Let's Chit Chat videos, they're simply just to kind of, sit, chill, talk, that type of thing. Not much editing required. That's kind of just what these are about. I've done them for 7 years now, and, it's actually kind of crazy that we're already, like, in the 200s for these, right? So, yeah, but, yeah, I think that's about all the stuff I wanted to say update-wise for content coming up on the channel. I know some people are also wondering about World Gone Mad, the return of that. That's going to be very soon as well, too, especially now that we're around the holiday season. I'll be able to get the rest of those episodes out for you guys. For anybody that doesn't know, World Gone Mad is my own zombie apocalypse story that I write myself. So if you're curious to check that out, maybe I'll leave a link to that so you guys can check that out. Yeah, so, we're going to have a lot more free time to do some of the stuff that we want to do. Movie reviews, World Gone Mad will be back out to you guys, my zombie apocalypse story. You know what I mean? And we'll have a lot of build-up videos for Ones Who Live, a lot of, Fear discussions this week to kind of, cap off the Fear videos and stuff. Should be a lot of fun. We're getting around the holidays as well, so got a lot of content coming up before that. But, yeah, we got a lot more stuff to do before 2023 comes to a conclusion and 2024 begins. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. Thank you all so much for your support over the year. Thank you all so much for making the channel grow like you did. I honestly cannot thank you all enough. We're over 50,000 subscribers on the channel. I honestly never envisioned we would ever get to that. So honestly, guys, the words can't describe how insane this year has been for the channel. It really, it's absolutely insane. I thought last year was the biggest year for the channel. That looks like nothing. You guys absolutely blew me away. And honestly, I have absolute faith that 2024 will be even crazier, to be honest. So I can't wait. But anyway, before I keep rambling on, let's cut this video off. Thank you all for watching this video. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to, of course, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos for The Walking Dead. Be sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys very soon for more videos for The Walking Dead universe. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.